Jasmine, and today is my final day for my ShopMissA 7-day series. I am so happy that today is the final day because I feel like I have reached a milestone I didn't know I would reach. I didn't know how I'd feel after 7 days. I thought I was gonna be really exhausted, but honestly, I'm just more inspired to just continue on creating. So it's honestly a really great turnout. And I know I never say this in my channel, but if you guys love my content and you guys love supporting me, then please feel free to subscribe down below. I'm stuttering because I'm not used to saying it. And please ring the notification bell. It really helps my channel out. As always, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then let's go ahead and get started. Today my mood is just a little off, so bear with me, but I'm really excited to get into one of my favorite palettes of all time, just in general, my favorite nude palette. And I wanted to actually get a full face out of this. I've mentioned in a lot of tutorials and actually a lot of videos where I say that I could actually travel with this and I'd be good for everything. So I thought I would do a full face one palette video to end this series. With the light gray, I'm gonna do a quick fill in into my brows. I want this to be a base for the other brow color that we're gonna be using. I like starting off light and then darkening it up as we go. Then with the really dark brown, I'm gonna use a smaller eyebrow brush that's a little bit dense. And I'm gonna go in and do some fake brow hairs all throughout the brow. The great thing about using brow powders or even eyeshadows for your brows is that it's really easy to spoolie through if it gets too heavy. I love the effect of just simple brow powder in the brows. It just makes it look really nice and soft. Whenever I do my brows, I love taking concealer and then just cleaning it up, mostly just the underside of the brow because I feel like I use the concealer as an eye base as well. And then if I ever need to fix anything, I usually have enough product to do that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to just sharpen up this tail right in the end here, and you don't need a whole bunch, whatever's left on the brush. And then just sharpen up that tail, just like that, and that's as much as I'm going to do. And then don't forget to blend this out with the brush. I prefer a brush. You could use those mini blenders if you'd like, but I feel like there's more control and I feel like my eye base with the concealer is a lot better if I blend it out with the brush. With the light peach shade, I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer in place just so that when we add our eyeshadow, it blends in a little easier. I only have one clean eyeshadow brush in my collection. Just one. This whole week dirtied up my entire brush collection. Now I want to explain my vision for this look before I just hop right in. I wanted to do kind of like a gradual ombre type of situation, and I want to focus a lot on shimmery shades. I'm going to start with this light gold, and I'm just going to pack this into the inner third. I want to work in thirds in this tutorial, so this is going to be our starting shade. Now I'm going to take this darker gold, almost like a orangey borderline bronze, and put that in the second third or the middle of my eye. And I'm just using some slight patting motions to apply this. I just turned down my brightness a little bit so you guys could see a little bit better. I feel a little bit bad because I'm filming during sunset hours, so it's kind of bright right now. So hopefully now it's a little bit better. With this more reddish bronze, I'm going to apply that into the outer third and then wing it out. And as I'm just blending it on this eye, I'm just thinking about how you could still use matte shades and still achieve this look, or you could do shimmers in the inner two and then a matte on the outer corner. Whatever works. It's honestly just meant to be like a editorial type of vibe. I don't know, I've just been really into these adventurous looks lately, and I don't really do a lot of full-on shimmer looks like this, so I thought today would be a really fun day to do something different with a palette that I already really love. We're going to take some of that red bronze, the same shade we were already working with, and just apply this all underneath the outer half. With that light gold, I'm applying it into the inner corner here and then dragging it down into the lower half of our lower lash line. This is going to really brighten up and open up the eyes. With the shimmery pink, I'm applying this into the brow bone because it's going to add a different type of brightness to the brow bone. For my eyeliner, I'm going to line my upper lash line and my lower waterline with the Real Her I Am Resilient eyeliner, which is a beautiful shimmery bronze. And I really want to use this because not only will it complement the look, but I also need that reminder to know that I am resilient and that I'll get through the emotions that I'm going through right now. For my lash choice today, I want to actually use my favorite lash style on their website, which is the style Gaia. These are really nice, long, and they do have a flare, and I feel like when I do cat-eyed shapes like this, using flared lashes really help enhance that illusion. I'm bronzing my skin with 3 different shades. I just feel like this is the perfect mix for me. And you know, I think that's the beauty of having an all nude palette, especially ones with variety. You're able to pick and choose what you want for what part of the face. I'm looking real bronzed, real tanned. Now, because this palette doesn't necessarily have any pink shades for blush for me, I'm going to actually show you guys a technique that I like doing whenever I want a foolproof sun-kissed glow. I'm going to take a mid-tone gold on the same brush that we used our bronzer, and I'm going to apply this almost like a blush, so all over the cheeks. Then I'm mixing that light pink that we applied in our brow bone and the light gold that we have in our inner corner, and I'm going to use this to highlight the skin, and we're using a smaller highlighting brush just so it looks a little bit more condensed in one area. For my lipstick today, I'm using the lipstick that I made in the Bite Beauty Lip Lab when I went to LA, and I made a custom yellow nude shade called Areola. And just like that, you guys, we are completed with my 7-day series. I wanted to give you guys a review on this palette, and then I also wanted to give you guys a life update because I know you guys see that my mood is a little off today. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this palette. The Bare palette is one of my favorites. I love the look that I came up with today. Now, I do have to say though, the thing that I'm not super fond of are my cheeks, and it's mostly the highlighted dark gold that I applied as my blush today, and that's because it translated a little darker on my skin than in the pan, and when I kind of just did a small little eensy weensy finger swatch, I think, you know, shearing it out all over the skin was, you know, a little bit darker than anticipated, but honestly, I'm not that mad about it. It's just something that I noticed that I'm not like 100% loving. But other than that, like, I still hold this palette true to like one of my favorite larger nude eyeshadow palettes that I would still travel with. I like to travel with smaller palettes, but you know, sometimes you are going out for like weeks long and you just need more options. And I just feel like this is it. This is literally it for me. And I just love the fact that, you know, I could pack in just one blush maybe and maybe a spare highlight, and then I'm still good to go. I can literally do this all over my face as you guys saw today. And honestly, this is one of the best. I think out of all the palettes that I showed you guys in this series, I highly recommend this Bare palette and the Self-Made palette as like my top tier recommendations. And following that up is going to be the XOXO. It kind of just depends on like your preferred color scheme. That palette, top notch, love the quality. And then after that, I have a tie between Over the Rainbow and Violets Are Blue. It depends if you love your cool tones, and it also depends if you love your rainbow tones. So those two are tied for me, and then the rest probably wouldn't 100% recommend, but it's still pretty good. Now, as far as like my personal life is going and an update for that, I have been going through a roller coaster of emotions, to say the least. My depression is something that has been eating at me, and it's really hard. It's a really hard battle for me at this moment. And I feel like this 7-day series has really helped me keep sane because I love creating. I love playing with makeup, and makeup is my safe zone. Makeup makes me feel like the best version of myself. I love putting different colors together, creating new things. Like day one, for example, doing that crazy ass graphic liner. Like, who would have thought? And I felt so good in it. And honestly, this is the type of situation where I just want to remind you guys that makeup can be the outlet, and I don't care if anyone tells you, why are you wearing makeup during this quarantine? There are other things to worry about. If you love wearing your makeup and if it makes you feel good, then do it. Like, I'm at this point where I don't care what people say. I don't care if people think negatively of me. I am just at a point where I am doing me, and I've always been doing me, but this time I'm not gonna give anyone the benefit of the doubt if they're rude. I feel like my happiness is a larger priority, and I am going to be posting a vlog next week about, you know, the past 2 weeks and pretty much like how I've been dealing with things and just being really honest and raw with you guys. I just feel like that's where I want this channel to go towards. Like, not really me, you know, vlogging about, you know, my depression and everything, but more so just like knowing that you're not alone and knowing that you have somebody here going through it with you. And I just want to be more honest, more open, more real. And I feel like that will be great for everyone, including myself. So with that all being said, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to every single one of you who stay tuned to every single day. It just blows my mind to even think that people want to watch my videos every day. That's crazy. It's a really crazy thought, okay? And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's used my affiliate link whenever they can, whether that be for ShopMissA or any other brands that I am affiliated with. It helps put food in my stomach, and it just helps me a little bit financially because I am unemployed. There's so much I want to say thank you for, but just know that I'm just really thankful to you. And as always, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.